But this narrative is far more than mere fiction. It is, in fact, written memory. And you'll have quite the ride on the way.
First, want to say that I'm a little embarrassed, but I have to admit, when I read the title of the movie, I was like, oh, this is going to be about magic. It's so much better.
I mean, I hope there's some magic in it.
You know what? I think there's a lot of magic just going to the theater and just kind of escaping your own reality. The movie has been out in the UK for some time. Would you say this is perfect timing that it's being released in the United States, considering the status we're in?
Well, I hope. I mean, it is hopefully people find it an uplifting film, a funny film. I hope once you've watched the film, you have a warm feeling for those that you love and who love you. And it's interesting, we've already been out in Australia and New Zealand, and there's been a real warmth and affection for the film.
Well, I have no doubt that the Americans will also embrace this much needed uplifting movie. Now, Dev, I have to say, amazing job on David. And the first thing I noticed about your character was how no matter what, he persevered and he never gave in. Is that how you overcome your own personal challenges? Because I admire that.
Oh, I haven't been through half as much as poor old David, went through. But yeah, that's one of his most incredible traits is his, ability to keep persevering. And he's got his little box of notes, which he, fiercely clutches onto. And, the rest is in here. And and that's the great thing. It's a journey of a young man becoming a great writer and embracing all of the threads of his life and his history and his past, and that leads to his success. And it's also greatly to do with the people that are surrounding him, act as his scaffolding and lift him up when he's down. So it's really got some great sentiments to it.
I'm David Copperfield. I'm your nephew. You're the only family I have.
What do we do with him?
If I were you, I'd wash him.
Well, hey, listen, I got to comment on your character, too. He was so fun-loving, almost childlike, so loyal. Would you say that kids of all ages, an entire family, would gain something from watching the movie?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but the interesting thing is, as Armando's already hinted at, is it's not, they wouldn't necessarily all gain the same thing. I think kids and grown-ups and grandparents will get different things from it because it is, I mean, the story spans many generations of several families. And I think there's much to be had but different things. I think there's something for everybody in it. I know that sounds kind of bland, but it isn't. It is not a bland film. It is a very sharp and very, very optimistic, energetic, and I think uplifting film. I really do.
No, and I completely agree with that. And I think that's a reflection of Armando's directing also. And I would be remiss not to mention and comment on your star-studded, non-traditional cast. Some people might say that was a brave move for you, but what would you say to that?
For me, it just felt instinctive. It spoke to, I suppose in the book, people are obsessed by their financial status. But when Dev and I got talking about the film, we talked about our different experiences of coming from immigrant families within the UK and that whole sense of growing up, say, do you belong to what you've been born into or are you still separate? All those questions, but also just wanting the film to feel that it connected with audiences today. I want audiences to feel they could at any point stand up and walk into the film and feel at home with the people around them because the issues they're talking about feel so contemporary, and I wanted the film to feel new and fresh, even though it's set in 1840. For the people in it, they're in their present day.
Well, I believe that you've accomplished that. And Dev, I just want to tell you really quick, I have to go, that you will forever be my David Copperfield in my head, thanks to your casting. So you're breaking barriers, and I sure do appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all's time. Stay safe and healthy, okay?